The Holocaust is a historical event that is known worldwide. Most of us only know the basic story of how under Hitler's regime millions of people lost their lives. For our memorial, we decided to represent all the lives that were lost during this time. We made a lot of graves since the majority of people who lost their lives during this time did not have the opportunity to be buried in a dignified and proper way. As a team, we fully agree that this was another violation of the human rights. The main reason is that we believe that everyone deserves to be buried and remembered in a dignified way. But it is known that in the concentration camps, it was really common to have piles of bodies stacked up and then cremated. Even though it could look really simple, we believe that it's a very good way to respectfully represent all those victims and honor their lives. We also include to add flowers in every single grave. Flowers in graves can represent a lot of different things depending on each culture. But in this case, we use them as a representation of respect, love, sympathy, and support. Even though the Holocaust occurred mostly in Germany, this was not the only country that was affected by it. Above the graves, we add all the different flags of the countries that were directly or indirectly affected. We include the flags of Italy, Russia, Germany, France, the United States, and many more. With this, we wanted to represent the global impact that the Holocaust had, even though it just started as a small movement in Germany. The main goal of our memorial is to spread awareness. In other words, we want to tell the whole story of what really happened. All these innocent people were killed unjustly due to prejudices and lack of tolerance, and by doing this memorial, we're giving it the importance they deserve. As the saying goes, anyone who does not know his history is condemned to repeat it. With this memorial, we're making sure this part of history is never forgotten.
Now, we'll be discussing the relation to our artwork with the sources that we used. The picture that you can see here showcases the treatment that Jews received during the Holocaust. In the front of it all, we can see a Nazi soldier whipping a Jew dressed in rags, while in the background, Jews are being persecuted, right beside the concentration camps. Now to answer the question, how did the Holocaust and concentration camps contribute to the evolution of human rights? Human rights have evolved during time, especially during hardships such as the Holocaust. As to answer the why of the question, we can observe the difficulties that everyone went through and how society, collectively, understood that this was not the right way to do things. Human rights take a turn for the better as historical events that damage certain groups occur, as we can see that has happened in the past. The work that we did on Minecraft relates to the Holocaust as a respectful memorial by showing names of deceased people. But we have to understand and change our perspective on this, since it wasn't just 100 people that died, or 1,000, or tens of thousands. There isn't an exact number on how many people died, but there are so many lost that were parents, siblings, children. These events must be approached with delicacy because of how people can be hurt even to this day because of the chaos and destruction that it took. But it is up to us to keep their memory alive by talking about this and remembering not their deaths, but their lives.